Can I go back and ask? I literally counted up 7 different professional managers that you've had since you moved over from Midtjylland. And then first at Palermo, you had 4 over there with under Mr. Zamparini, who's a very unique circumstance, as we all know. And then you've had 3 now, including the interim, since you moved to Wolfsburg. Yet you've been blessed with this wonderful manager in Martin Olsen, who's given you like this modicum of stability at Denmark for a number of years, not just for you, but for the whole program. Has it been very challenging on the club level, knowing that managers and trainers they're moving and changing all the time?
Yeah, of course. But in Palermo it was, I think, I had 2 amazing years, 2 good years also with the results. 5 in the last season was history for Palermo. So with Zamparini, it's I only think it's the only issue, the only place in the world where you can find a president like that. And here's a whole other story. We haven't got the result. We haven't played well. So of course that's maybe he haven't been the trainer all along. But of course he's the manager, and he takes a big responsibility of the bad results. But still, it's been a lot also with the players. We haven't performed right, and now we have another coach who is so different from the two first, and he demands from the players that they work hard every day, and it gives a good competition every day in the training and also in the weekend, and with just a little bit more luck, then we would also have 6 points from the last 2 games, because we have been playing some of the best football we have done the whole season. So I think we're on the right track, but still we need to put the ball in the goal and get the points, because it doesn't matter about beautiful football if you don't put the ball in.
Of course. And
referring to Morten Olsen, I think for me has been very good. There's always been, like you said, stabilizing working details about the national team, and he's also have been great to take the telephone and call me if there's been some unpleasant situations in the club. Mm-hmm. So he also can talk with me in the good way. So of course this has been helping a lot now in this hard time here in Wolfsburg.
Right. I do also want to pick up on one of my favorite guys in the Bundesliga, which is Felix Magath, and he's returned again to Wolfsburg, having stepped away to Schalke, but having guided Wolfsburg to a Bundesliga title. Is there like a renewed sense of confidence at Wolfsburg since Felix Magath has returned?
Of course, I think the day after he returned, I would think there was over 2,000 to watch the training. So it's also epic, how do you say, for the new trainer, and then they believe in him. And I can also feel that the players that had him before have a huge respect for him and work 100%, and they are. It feels like they are relieved that he's back, and I think it's I think it's good for the team also, because he's a hard-working trainer, and hard work is what we need right now.
Simon, you've had a ton of clubs. You could have joined Real Madrid. You had a successful trial there. You could have went, or you could have went anywhere. What was it that attracted you to German football in Wolfsburg?
Like you said, they've won the championship, so I thought, I hoped that I could come to a club where I could be playing in the top of the Bundesliga and playing for Champions League. I would have found it very difficult to win one of the biggest clubs in the world and go in and take a position right on. Right. I'm still a young player. I need to play. I can't be satisfied to go to a big club and be 22, 21 and just sit on the bench.
Correct.
Then I wouldn't have developed anymore, and I would probably have been in the club for 2 or 3 years, and then I would have to take a step down again. And who would know if I never get up there? Of course, it was also a risk for me to take to go to Wolfsburg, to, how can you say, believing myself that much that I believe that I could continue developing my game. So hopefully one day I will be in one of the 10 clubs in the world. But still, I think still it has been a hard time, but still I've learned so much from this experience right now, and I'm sure that this time here with Wolfsburg now. Hopefully we will. I'm sure we will get out on the right side, and I've learned. I think more than I've done in a long time.
In the national team, you're sitting on 7 points. You get a championship group with Portugal, Norway, Cyprus, Iceland. Danish football has a terrific tradition in European Championship. Of course, you won it in '92. '86 World Cup was one of the most fantastic Danish teams ever. Yourself and the likes of young Christian Eriksen and Ajax show that you have tremendous potential and talent coming through. Of course, Bentner also. How confident do you of qualifying for the European Championship, Simon?
I think it would have been another story if we have got the 3 points that we deserved in Norway. Now the situation is still a little bit hard. We can't lose any more games and can't draw any. We have to win the rest. So of course the situation is difficult, but still I believe in ourselves. I think we can do it. I think we have a strong team. We have a strong team spirit, and I have a great trainer. And now we just need to take one game at a time, and it's very important that now here at the 4th of June that we go to Iceland and get 3 points and get back home again, because it's the small games. They seem easy, but still the football is changing around the world, and you can also see that just a small team with a good coach with some good tactic, they can make it difficult to everyone. So it's about having respect from all of them, but still I'm confident about the European qualifier.
Okay.
So the last couple of questions for me, because I know it's been a little bit of a trying interview trying to get this technically together, but we're on pace here and doing quite well. Philip mentioned the Danish Dynamite teams, which are infamous teams. All of us who love football remember those clubs. They were remarkable teams. And then you came into the 92 European Championship, where, basically that was a defensive team that relied heavily on Peter Schmeichel, the Great Dane. Is that what motivated you to become a defender, or is it just something that you always wanted to be?
Nah, my father played football when he was young. He played in the best league in Denmark until he was 24. He was a defender as well. Unfortunately, he got an injury at 24 and stopped there he damaged his knee. So my father has also trained me when I was young. He has also always pushed me in the direction of being a defender, because he was playing there, and he found my qualities for that position. So it's been a good combination of my father, and still I'm feeling comfortable down there. And of course, it's funny to make goals, but I also find it amazing that you can, the things you can do down in the defense. You can keep some attackers out, some one of the world's biggest attackers, and then you get so big applause from everyone, and that's I'm finding that as funny as making a goal.